Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Palace online classes. Today in this video I am going to discuss about force. So last class we discussed in our bridge course regarding motion in a straight line, that is freely falling body and vertically projected body. Today let us discuss about force, that is Newton's laws. Newton's laws. So this concept I think that you already studied in your 9th standard, Newton's laws of motion. Again this chapter you will study in your first PUC. So in this bridge course I just want to give a clear idea, just a small concept about what is force, what are Newton's laws. So Newton's laws, first let us discuss about first law. Let us discuss about first law. What these Newton's laws will do is that they will give the clear picture of a physical quantity called force. What is force? How to calculate force? What is the direction of force is given by Newton's laws. The first law gives the definition of force. First law introduces the definition of force. What is force is first of all given by first law. So what first law says is, suppose there is a body which is resting. There is a body which is at rest, means it is not at all moving. The position of the body is not changing with respect to time. So in this case what happens? This body which is at rest continues to be in state of rest or in uniform motion. Suppose if a body is in uniform motion, it will be always in uniform motion only. Okay. A body continues to be in state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line, until and unless acted upon by an external force. That means what this first law says, the body will be at rest until you apply force. Suppose if a body is moving with some velocity, let us assume second case, there is a vehicle moving with some constant velocity, some 10 kmph. If I want to change the speed of this body, or if I want to change the velocity of this body, you have to apply force. Or if I want to change the direction of the motion of the body, a body which is moving in straight line, if I want to change its direction like this, it is moving in a straight line like this. If I want to change the direction, I have to apply force. That means force is a physical quantity which tends to change the state of rest of the body. So force is a physical quantity which changes or tends to change, which changes or tends to change, changes or tends to change the state of rest, tends to change. What it is going to change? Tends to change state of rest, or it changes or tends to change uniform motion. It is uniform motion. Next, force also changes or tends to change the direction of motion, direction of force, direction of motion. That means a body in rest will be in rest only until you apply force. Okay. Sometimes we will apply force, but still body will be at rest. That means we are trying to change or changing. We are going to change or tends to change. That means we are trying to change the state of rest. If you change the state of rest of the body, for that we require force. and to change the uniform motion of the body. Suppose if a body is moving with uniform velocity, if you want to change its velocity, again you require force. Again next, if a body moving in a straight line, if you want to change the direction of that body, you have to apply force. So force is a physical quantity which changes or tends to change the state of rest of the body or uniform motion of the body or direction of motion of the body. This is what is called force. So first law of motion, first law of Newton defines force. First law of Newton defines force. This is very important point. First law defines force, second law calculates force, and third law gives the direction of force. That means total the concept of force is discovered in these three laws. So discussed in these three laws. So first law defines force, second law calculates force, and third law gives the direction of force. So this is what is called Newton's first law. Every body continues to be in its state of rest or of uniform motion until and unless, or of uniform motion in a straight line until and unless acted upon by external force. That external agent is called force. Again one more physical quantity that Newton's first law will introduce, that is called inertia. That is what is called inertia. What is the meaning of inertia? So this is very important concept in Newton's first law. What is the meaning of inertia? Inertia means it is the inherent property of the body. That means it is the property which every body will acquire by its birth. It is inherent property of body by virtue of which it opposes its change of rest. It opposes its change of rest. Opposes change of rest. Opposes change of rest. Change of state of rest. And it opposes the change of state of uniform motion. Uniform motion. And it also opposes the change of direction. That means here you can clearly understand a body in rest want to be continue in rest only. Body in rest want to be continue in rest only. It always want to be in resting condition. A body which is in uniform motion, wants to be continue in that uniform motion only. Body in motion want to be in motion only. Body in the same direction want to be in that direction only. That means it is every body can't change its state of rest by its own. The same thing what Newton said in first law. Body continues to be in state of rest until and unless you apply an external force. That means again in inertia what we are telling, every body has the tendency to oppose its state of condition. That means state of rest, state of uniform motion, and state of direction. Every body will be, the body which is at rest want to be at rest only until and unless you apply an external force. A body which is moving with uniform velocity want to be in uniform velocity only. A body which is moving in one direction want to be in that direction only. That is what inertia means. So inertia is the inherent property. Three types of inertia are there. One is inertia of rest. Another one is inertia of motion. Inertia of rest, inertia of motion. Inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. Next will be inertia of direction. So what is the meaning of inertia of rest? Means a body in rest want to be in rest only. Suppose for this many examples are there. Suppose if a passenger is sitting in a bus which is at rest, suddenly the bus starts. So when bus starts, the passenger will move. Passenger will give some jerk. That means the passenger who is at rest want to be in rest only. That is the meaning. Suppose there is a blanket if you beat this blanket with a stick, this sand particles will come out. That means you are applying force on blanket, but sand is not ready to take that force, because the sand which is at rest want to be in rest only. One more example is, if you take a glass, on that you keep a cardboard sheet or you keep your notebook, you keep one small marble. If you pull this cardboard sheet very fast, if you pull this cardboard sheet very fast, that marble will fall into the glass. That means the marble which is at rest want to be at rest. Force is applied on cardboard sheet, not on the marble. You understand my point here? I am applying force on this cardboard sheet. Or you keep your notebook here. Just you do like this. You fastly you remove this. What happens? This marble will fall into the glass. So that means what? The marble which is at rest want to be at rest only until and unless you apply force. I am not applying force on this marble. I am applying force on this cardboard. So therefore, this is an example for inertia of rest. And inertia of motion. Suppose if a fast moving vehicle, you are sitting, again bus and passenger only, you are sitting as a passenger. The bus is moving very fast. Suddenly the driver applies brake. Then what happens? The passenger will move forward. Passenger will move forward. That means the bus is in motion. The passenger who is in motion want to be in that state only. You don't want to change his state. Inertia means reluctance to change the state. We are not at all ready to change our state. Either it may be state of rest, either it may be state of motion, or it may be state of direction. That means this person is not ready. Even though you are applying the brakes, the person moves forward. That means this is an example for inertia of motion. Force is applied on bus, not on the passenger. Understood? Otherwise, if you are getting down a running bus, suppose in a city buses, many people will be on the near that steps, and they want to step down when bus is running. So what happens when you are getting down, you will also run along with that bus immediately. Suppose you are getting down, immediately you will fall down, because you are on the motion. The person who is in motion want to be in motion only until and unless you apply some force. This is an example for inertia of motion. And inertia of direction, this is also very common experience when you are moving along the curved road. If the driver is taking the turn, if the driver of the bus is taking the turn, passengers will bend. Passenger will bend like this. So even if you are going on your cycle, you are moving around a curved road, what happens? The passenger who is sitting or the person who is sitting on that bike will bend. That means you are not ready to change the direction. You are not ready to change your direction, which is an example for inertia. So inertia is the inherent property. In order to overcome inertia, we will apply force. In order to overcome inertia, we are applying force. So in order to change the state of rest of the body, we are applying force. In order to overcome the inertia, we are going to apply the force. So this is what is about Newton's first law. So Newton's first law, what it does, it defines force, and second law will calculate force. So tomorrow or in next video, we will calculate the formula. We will give one formula for calculation of force. This is what about Newton's first law. Thank you everyone for joining me.